Live from WTVO Rockford and your home team. Eyewitness News at 5 starts now.
Fire crews battle ablaze in Rockford, the garage that suffered the damage. A Stateline Museum's long-standing tradition continues. What's special about this year's ice cream social? And summer is in full swing. Ways you can beat the heat with fun activities and openings happening this week. Good evening, I'm Taylor Castro. Thanks for joining us tonight. Rockford firefighters battle ablaze in a detached garage. It happened just before noon in the 1300 block of 28th Street. Crews were able to quickly put out the fire, but the garage suffered around $25,000 in damages. No one was hurt. The cause of the fire is under investigation. A man is killed in a shooting Saturday night. Officers responded to the area of 12th Avenue and 8th Street around 9:15. They found a male gunshot victim with life-threatening injuries when they arrived. The 20-year-old died Sunday morning. No word on any suspects or a motive. Rockford police responded to another shooting overnight, this one in the 200 block of Cameron Avenue. An adult male shooting victim is in the hospital. He's reported to be stable but in critical condition. The Army and Air Force are looking to immigrants to overcome recruiting shortfalls. They've ramped up their marketing, including on social media, to entice legal immigrants to enlist. They're also using recruiters with similar backgrounds to appeal to potential recruits. But the biggest draw for migrants is the promise of a fast track to citizenship, plus jobs and education benefits. Both the Army and the Air Force have said they will not meet their recruiting goals this year. Time is running out for more than 1 million Americans who have yet to claim their tax refunds. According to the IRS, there's a total of $1.5 billion in refund cash still waiting to be claimed. The unclaimed refunds are for Americans who didn't file in 2020 for the 2019 tax year. The average tax return in 2020 was around $900, but some people could get even more than that because of the Earned Income Tax Credit. Taxpayers who are owed money must file by July 17th. A Stateline museum makes some history of its own. This afternoon, the Stephenson County Historical Museum held their 70th annual ice cream social. To celebrate, there were new additions to the entertainment. Of course, there was an ice cream truck with homemade ice cream. Some buildings were open and free to explore, like the National Museum of Arcade Toys, Museum of Industrial Heritage, 1840s log cabin, and one-room school. The museum opened its doors in 1944 and has put the ice cream social on ever since.
A lot of institutions come and go, but we've been able to stay in business and even grow much stronger. I think we're much more stable and secure since in the 70 years that we've been here. So we're looking forward to a bright future.
There was also a free family fun show and other activities for kids. Tomorrow there will be another way to cool off in the Stateline. Beloit's Kruger Pool opens for the season on Monday afternoon. Open swim is from 1 to 6 on Saturdays through Mondays. Family swim is on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 4 to 8. While these hours may change due to staffing and weather, the pool should be open through mid-August. Swimmers under the age of 12 have to be supervised by someone 16 or older. Belvedere's new Doty Playground will open on Tuesday. A ribbon cutting is scheduled for 4 p.m. The Doty Park Spray Ground opened last month. That's open every day from 9 a.m. until 8 p.m. And on Thursday, Stateline natives who have gone on to attain the highest levels of achievement across all industries will be honored. The event is called Diamond's Top Gun. It will take place at the Emery Air Hangar at the Rockford Airport. The event will be emceed by ESPN anchor and Roscoe native Nicole Briscoe. U.S. Navy Top Gun instructor and Rockford native Michael Andrews will be giving a keynote presentation. There will be dinner, live entertainment, aircraft static displays, and more. You can find a link to tickets in this story on our website, mystateline.com. There's new information about how 4 children managed to stay alive for 40 days after surviving a plane crash in the Amazon jungle. The kids ages 13, 9, 4, and 11 months were found by Colombian soldiers Friday. Officials say the key to their survival was cassava flour and some familiarity with the fruit of the rainforest. The children are being rehydrated right now and cannot eat food yet. Their mother died in the plane crash. They've been reunited with other family members. The aggressive wildfires in northern British Columbia are forcing more than 2,000 people from their homes. But on Saturday, the wind shifted direction and helped keep the two main fires in the region from spreading. Video distributed by the British Columbia Fire Service shows flames and smoke rising from the fires. Firefighters are using heavy equipment, air tankers, and helicopter operations to contain them. Fire officials caution the situation could change rapidly due to any fluctuations in the weather. If the wind picks up, the fires will intensify. Canada is on track for its worst ever wildfire season, with more than 9.8 million acres burned, roughly 15 times the annual average of the past decade. A tanker truck fire underneath an overpass has caused a section of Interstate 95 to collapse. The incident now considered a hazmat situation, officials telling residents to make other travel plans. The governor of Pennsylvania saying the road will likely be closed for months to rebuild. Here's Em Nguyen with the details.
Multiple lanes of Interstate 95 northbound in Philadelphia collapsed after a tanker truck fire erupted underneath an overpass.
The northbound side of I-95 has completely collapsed, and the southbound side is not structurally sound to carry any traffic over it.
Emergency dispatchers received a call for an accident on the off-ramp of I-95 at 6:22 a.m. Sunday morning.
This is in the underpass. Something is ignited. Give me 2 more engines.
Large plumes of thick black smoke could be seen hanging over the highway. The fire department says crews have extinguished the fire, but explosions could be heard in the area.
Those are the runoff of maybe some fuel or gas lines that could have been compromised by the accident. Okay, so that's what you're hearing.
Multiple agencies are now involved in the response, with some expressing concern over the runoff due to the proximity of the Delaware River. The incident upgraded to a hazmat situation.
Oh my God, the road's fallen.
ER nurse Lisa Taormino says she could feel the overpass begin to slump as she drove over it on her way to work.
That was like a sinkhole. It felt like if you were driving and you hit a really big pothole, and the whole entire road just sunk down probably a good 6 to 12 inches. And I was hoping that the car would come back up the other side.
Once she learned of the collapse, she says she was grateful to be safe, but frustrated with the response.
It probably should have been closed before I ever went over top of it.
Officials did not say how long the closure could last, but urged motorists to plan alternative travel routes.
That was Em Nguyen reporting.
Now, your first warned weather forecast from meteorologist Jordan Wolf.
It was a much gloomier afternoon across the state line today. Temperatures have been in the 50s throughout the afternoon with all the rain that we've been dealing with. As that worked its way through the area, kept our temperatures a little bit on the cooler side, but now rain coming to an end. We're actually seeing a lot of clearing up to the northwest. We might see some sunshine just before the sun sets here later on this evening. Rain totals from earlier today were really not a whole lot, though, with many spots not even picking up any measurable rainfall, including at the Rockford Airport and Rochelle and Sterling, picking up no measurable rainfall. Only 1/100th of an inch in DeKalb. Some spots got at least closer to 1/4 of an inch of rainfall, but nothing nearly enough to put a real dent into our deficit that we've been dealing with for our rainfall over the last little while. However, we did get at least some measurable rainfall in some parts of Rockford. Jim on the southwest side of Rockford, our weather watcher recorded 3/100ths of an inch and current temperature of 58 degrees, dew points in the 40s. Across the area, those temperatures, as I mentioned, have been a little bit on the cooler side. 58 now in Rockford, 53 in DeKalb, 55 in Rochelle, 59 over in Savannah and in Galena. Still picking up very overcast skies, but again, we might see some of that sunshine as we get later on here before the sun sets. That sunshine, if we do see any, does though lead to some clearer skies later on here tonight. Temperatures falling pretty quickly underneath clear skies down into the 40s. 44 degrees for the overnight low. If we get to that mark in Rockford, it would actually tie a record low for that date, going all the way back to 1913. Another cool day in store as we get into the afternoon tomorrow. We do get a little bit warmer for the afternoon, only back up to 73 though. A lot of sunshine early on. It's very breezy conditions through the afternoon as well, and then another chance for some rain showers once we get into the afternoon. This low pressure system going to situate itself across the Great Lakes, keeping us under the influence of this generally northerly flow all the way through over the next few days. Also bringing us more rain chances as we get into Monday and going into Tuesday. Some very spotty rain showers once we get into Monday evening, and then another chance for some lighter rain, very similar to what we saw last night and early this morning as we get into Monday night into Tuesday morning. Another chance once we get into the afternoon on Tuesday, but the bulk of that will remain a little bit further up to the north. Temperatures, however, remaining a lot on the cooler side as we get into the next few days. Total rainfall from this next wave or next couple of waves really not going to equal a whole lot either. Many spots picking up, again, less than 1/4 of an inch of rainfall, not going to put a huge dent into our deficit of what we have, what we have not been lacking with the rainfall as of late. That low pressure system situating across the Great Lakes going to keep us under the influence of these wraparound showers over the next few days before we finally get to see some of that pulling out of the area, leading us to some sunshine and much warmer temperatures as we get into Wednesday. Also looking at that with the upper level pattern as well, that low pressure system pulling out of the area, leading to a ridge of high pressure going to develop, keeping our temperatures at least a little bit warmer as we get into the middle part of the week. However, for the next few days, we're going to be under a pretty stark temperature gradient, especially when we look further off to the east, much cooler temperatures. Compare that to the west, where we might see some spots into the 80s once we get into the next couple of days, as the influence of that low pressure system going to pull away at least a little bit faster for some areas further out to the west. So we have a stark temperature gradient, especially when you go east to west over the next few days, along with those rain chances and a very isolated chance for some thunder as well, but gradually warming back up through the 70s, and then eventually, Taylor, even reaching back into the 80s with a little bit more sunshine for the middle of the week.
Now sports with sports director Scott Lever.
And the White Sox put Liam Hendricks on the 15-day injured list. It's not related to his cancer recovery. He has inflammation in his right elbow. A shame because the Sox surely could have used him in the 9th inning today against the Marlins. This game appeared to be headed into the win column for the White Sox. Luis Robert hit this 2-run home run in the bottom of the 7th inning to give the Sox a comfortable 5-1 lead. Robert's 10th home run. But after Lucas Giolito pitched 7 superb innings, the Sox bullpen sent this game crashing down. The Marlins got 2 solo homers in the 8th off Keenan Middleton, and then in the 9th inning, Gene Segura blasted that one off Kendall Graveman. That pulled the Marlins within 1 at 5-4. Still in the 9th, Brian De La Cruz facing Graveman. He sends it down the line with the bases loaded. The tying and go-ahead run scored. The Sox couldn't answer in the bottom of the 9th. The Marlins won it 6-5. Things are not going well for the Cubs. They trailed the Giants 8-2 in the 6th inning. Hayden Wesneski lasted only 3 innings. He gave up 5 runs. And former Cub Jock Peterson has 3 hits and 4 RBIs for the Giants. The Brewers lost to the A's 8-6. That's only the A's 17th win this season. And the Cardinals lost to the suddenly exciting Cincinnati Reds 4-3. At Rivet Stadium, the Rivets had jumped on the Jackrabbits for 7 early runs to lead 7-0 in the 4th inning. The Rivets will also have home games tomorrow night and Tuesday night against Traverse City. Yeah, Tom Brady has 7 Super Bowl championships, but he doesn't have 23 Grand Slam tennis championships. Novak Djokovic does. He became the first man to win that many today by winning his 3rd French Open championship. He defeated Casper Ruud in 3 sets. 23 Slam titles puts Djokovic 1 ahead of Rafael Nadal.
I knew that going into the tournament and going into the match, especially today, that there's history on the line. When I saw his forehand going wide, I felt a huge relief, and I was overwhelmed with wonderful emotions, and I'm very, very happy and very proud of it.
Here's how Djokovic's Grand Slam championships stack up. He's won the French Open now 3 times, the U.S. Open 3 times, Wimbledon 7 times, and the Australian Open 10 times. The Denver Nuggets can wrap up their first NBA championship tomorrow night on their home court. They're up 3-1 on the Heat, and that game tomorrow will be on WTVO at 7:30. It's a good thing the next game, the Stanley Cup Finals, won't be played until Tuesday night. The Panthers and Golden Knights need a couple days to cool off. Game 4 last night ended in a melee after the Golden Knights held on to win 3-2. The Golden Knights had led in that game 3-0 before the Panthers rallied. The Golden Knights need one more win to clinch their first Stanley Cup in only their 6th year of existence.
When we get back on the ice Monday, it's time to get back to work and back to business. And our group's been very good at that, Nick, very good. They understand what's at stake.
We finally got some much needed rain, but gloomy and so many clouds because of it. I enjoyed the sunshine we had.
Right, the sunshine really was there for quite a few days. Temperatures have been in the 80s probably for a few days in a row now, but we've been a lot cooler for the afternoon today, a lot lower, down in the 50s for the afternoon.
Yeah, so, I had to break out a sweatshirt. The jackets came back out.
Right, I brought my sweatshirt as well because I was like looking at the forecast and I knew it was going to be cooler for the afternoon. But that sweatshirt definitely was something I was like, I don't know if I want to bring the sweatshirt back out just yet, but I was ready for it. It was definitely necessary. Jeez, I can't say any words today. See, if we're
fine.
Talking for like a minute here.
It's still the weekend.
Gonna fumble over the words. So let's get right to the radar here. First one, interactive radar. From Rockford Auto Glass and More, got some rain showers have been working their way through the area, keeping our skies a little bit on the cloudier side. However, the rain showers now pulling out. We actually could see some sunshine before the sun goes down here this evening. Those clouds pulling out, leading to our temperatures falling all the way down into the 40s for the overnight low tonight. However, we do return back to the 70s tomorrow with a little bit more sunshine, at least early on in the day. That does give way to more clouds and more rain chances as we get into the afternoon and into the evening. Then we get even some more rain showers that'll continue spinning around this upper level low pressure system in the Great Lakes as we get into Tuesday as well. Temperatures remaining a little bit on the cooler side, but we might return at least closer to the mid 70s by the time we get into Tuesday. So a little bit cooler for Monday, still a little bit cooler as we get into Tuesday, but slowly warming back up, back into the 80s on Wednesday, another isolated chance for rain, and then holding on to the 80s all the way through the end of the week.
Thanks, Jordan, and thank you for joining us. We'll see you at 10.